Well, good afternoon, and you find us out on another walk. This is a walk for sunset. It's probably getting on for 3 o'clock. Just a walk from home, and the idea is to go up the sharp way to Latrigg, see if we can get some pictures of the town from Latrigg, and then we're going to head up to the top of Skiddaw. I mean, it's a bit of cloud on the top at the moment, but hopefully that'll clear and we'll get a nice sunset up there. But nothing's guaranteed in this life, is it? So yeah, so this video will probably be going out next Sunday, because this is Sunday and there's already one set to go out in a couple of hours. But yeah, I thought we'd just walk from home, having had lunch, a bit of a rest, sorted out the video that's going live, and then we'll go up. But we're going to go up the sharp way. So I'll finish this intro here, because we're getting to the bit where we're going to turn and go more or less straight up. So anyway, if I survive it, we'll see you a bit later. Right, as you can see from the B-roll that I popped, it's quite a steep climb up here, and my calf muscles are screaming at me for some of the way. But we finally got up here, and let's just, so that's the way I've just come up, and as you can see, there's quite a good view of Keswick from here. So I think what I'm going to do is just get the camera out, take capture one or two images. Not going to video them, and I'll put them up on the video afterwards. So, but it is quite a view from here, as you can see. So anyway, we'll put the images up, and then we'll carry on up to Skiddaw, and we'll see you a bit later. Right, we've just stopped for a rest partway up, and the place where I've actually stopped is probably getting on for halfway elevation wise, but my understanding was this sort of flat bit that I'm stood on here, in Victorian times, there was a cafe here. I'm not quite sure how they got everything up and that, but that was my understanding. So yeah, I mean, I've seen from the B-rolls came past the memorial. I'll put up on the video what the memorial's for, but it's this bit, and as we go up here, is locally known as the Struggle. It's but I just wanted to talk a bit about Skiddaw. Now it's depending on how you work it out, it's either the third or the fourth highest mountain in the Lake District. The highest being Scafell Pike, which is right down at the bottom, past the bottom of the lake, and is covered in cloud there. And you've got Scafell Pike, and you've also got Scafell or Scorfell, and sometimes they're just classed as one, although going from one to the other you do drop about 1,000 feet and have to climb up again, so possibly the two. The third highest, if you come round, the next one is Helvellyn, which is again in cloud over there, you can just see it over there. And then next is Skiddaw, and then after Skiddaw, which is just over 3,000 feet, all the rest are well below, or are below 3,000 feet. So, and of the big ones, in one sense, navigation wise, it's the easiest. The path going up is very easy to find. You'd have to be quite whatever to get lost. I suppose if the fog, then the mist came down, or the or whatever, or it snowed out, white out, that could make it difficult. But in general terms, it's a straightforward path. There's no difficult rocky bits or whatever to go over. The only difficult bit is it's very steep in places, but it is just a steep path. You're not having to get up through rocks like some of the other. Going up Scarfell is very rocky in places. So yeah, and you get a brilliant view from here. Now what I'm going to do next, I'm going to carry on to the top, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my camera out and put it on the straps on my camera bag, so I've got it to hand, and if there's anything quite good, I really want to get to the top, so I don't want to spend a long time getting the tripod out and whatever. But if I have the camera on the straps to the bag, I can then just stop and take handheld shots. So there is a bit of light coming out, so we don't know, I'm not quite sure what will happen when we get to the top. So anyway, we'll carry on and we'll see you a little bit later. Right, we've stopped for another short rest, just to have part of the food I've brought with me, and also I'm going to have a drink in a minute, and also to put another layer on. It is getting slightly windy and I don't want to get cold. So yeah, and as you can see from the B-roll, yeah, the path coming up, and yeah, so we've come to this, let's just straighten this, come to this gate, and this is a bit of a crossroads, because if I turn round, you'll see the path that I've been coming up, although the last bit of it is not as it does level off a little bit, but it's still going up. If we go around that way, that's Long Scale Fell, which is a Wainwright. If we come round this way, we get the path going up to, and that's Skiddaw Little Man, which again is a Wainwright, but we're going to go through the gate and along the path to Skiddaw itself. I don't know whether you can really see it. I have taken a number of pictures on the way up. None of them are going to be stunning because there isn't stunning light. But following this, I'll put them up on the video as I head to the top and see what we can see at the top. So yeah, we're going to go through this gate and head to the top of Skiddaw, but I will put up some of the images that I've captured on the way up. This is going to be a slightly different video, just a bit about the walk and some of the images captured on the way. So right, anyway, we'll see you a little bit later. Right, as we carried on going to the top of Skiddaw, I'd forgotten how far and how much of a slog it is to get to the top, and the weather was slowly deteriorating. It was getting extremely windy and it was getting quite a bit darker. So here we're just showing you the B-roll and some video from the top, but it was so windy on the top I couldn't actually record myself. So I'll just say, if you've enjoyed the video, please click a thumbs up. If you like what I'm doing, why not subscribe, and please make any comments. I'm sorry about the quality of the video at the end. Unfortunately, that is what happens sometimes. Nature has its own way of doing things, but hopefully it's given you an idea of what you can do going up Skiddaw, the images you can get, and if you get a lot better light than me, you'll get a lot better images. But anyway, we'll see you on the next video.